Hey, what's up, Agents for Life? Welcome to podcast number 255, where we're going to dive in this next series on one of, and I can't believe I haven't even talked about this. I'm kind of embarrassed, but this is our core values. Okay. So if you're new or listening, just joining us, this is at the heart of Equis. Now, this isn't great for teaching you how to write a policy. I've done plenty of podcasts on that. It's not going to teach you scripts, how to dial, how to keep appointments or how to set your schedule. None of that. Okay. We're going to put that on hold for a little bit and we're going to talk about some fundamental things that make Equis unique. And one of our core values today, I'm going to start with the first one. We're going to go through these in sequence. So I'm kind of excited. But before I do, a quick update from the field. I don't even want to talk about this week because I'm telling you, I had one of those weeks. It's not just with new people. I had an awful week. A lot of the policies that I've written in the last like 2 weeks have either declined, withdrawn, canceled, changed their mind, you name it. Um, Curveballs from every which direction. And no, this is not a pep talk. So if you're new, this happens to the best of us. But what's different? This happens early on in my business. I understand, or I don't understand yet. So I'm a little freaked out. If it happens, when I'm 5 or 6 years into the business, I've been through this. I've ridden the storms before. And, I just know it's no fun and I don't like to stay here, but I just know it's going to get better because it always does. Okay. So if you're in a storm, it's going to pass, right? There's going to be sunshine. Behind every rain cloud on the other side is a sunshine, and the rain cloud just has to pass. The sunshine's there the whole time. So if you're going through a storm, just hang in there, right? Buckle down, double up on your activity, keep going. Don't dwell on the negative. If you have people that aren't answering, don't dwell on those leads. Move on to new blood, new fresh opportunities, and it revives the spirit. So my best advice, but I'm giving my advice to myself right now because heaven knows I need it. Anyways, quick mic drop thought. I read this last week in a book written by Tony Robbins. I read something similar. I tweaked it because I wanted my own version. But he says, when you talk about something, it's a dream. When you envision it, it's possible. When you schedule it, it's in motion. But when you do it, it's real. Okay. And that really just that was powerful. It really sang to me because nothing replaces activity. Nothing replaces action. An imperfect plan moving forward without knowing all the answers. That's how a lot of entrepreneurs start their journeys, frankly. We don't know what they're doing and they just do it anyway. So when you're brand new and you don't know what you're doing, you're right on track. I know it feels weird. It sounds odd. You don't want to do it, but that's it. Do it anyways. Move forward imperfectly. Love that thought. When you dream about it or when you talk about something, it's a dream. That's all it is. A lot of talkers, right? A lot of people long-winded talking about their dreams. There's nothing wrong with talking about your dreams. When you envision it, that's a step in the right direction. It's possible. When you schedule it, it's in motion. Schedule doesn't mean you're going to do it, but when you actually do it, that's what matters. So I love that thought. I hope that helps some of you. But we're going to move on. We're going to talk about respect, and I'm not going to spend too much time on these. I really want to keep these brief, just to the point. But this is core value number one at Equis. Now I don't know if Equis chose respect as the first value because it's the most important or because it's the most fundamental. I don't frankly even know if it's the first value. It just shows up as number one on our material. So I figured it's the first one. I don't know if there's any order at all, but I like that it's the first one because one of our other values is relationships, and respect and relationships go hand in hand, right? Because how do you have respect? What are you respecting? You're respecting people. That's your relationships. And the more respect you have, the better relationships that you'll have. So, respect, when I think of respect, I think of bedside manner. When you're an agent, you go to a doctor, and I love a doctor that has good bedside manner, right? I want a doctor that's going to be straight with me, that's going to be professional, that is going to get to the point. but he's gonna do so in a professional manner. And if he has news to deliver, good or bad, a doctor's job is to be respectful. They're going to care for the family. They're going to be careful, in delivering bad news. You've seen, in movies when a doctor is delivering horrible information about maybe a terminal cancer diagnosis or something, and the doctor really just cares versus the one that doesn't. I want to feel their heart. I want to know that they care. Now, we've all heard that phrase, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Nowhere is it more true than in life insurance. When you meet with somebody, they are a person and they are worthy of your respect. Okay, they're giving you a shot. They're taking a chance. They're giving you time. And if you think about it, time is the most valuable asset somebody can give you. Now, the only thing that I could refute that with potentially is attention, because it's time plus your focus, right? But time is in there either way. So when someone gives you time, they are giving you a piece of their life, a very small piece. Maybe it's 15 minutes, but it's a piece of their life. And as an agent, if you learn to respect that, okay, you learn to respect that, they're going to appreciate that. And our whole industry, the relationships, whether they do business with us or not, is all built on trust, right? If they trust and like you. And they don't even have to like you really, but trust is really at the fundamental, that's at the core. And you build that by being respectful. So I think trust and respect are hand in hand, just like building relationships. When you're respectful to people, and you by respect, that means respecting their time. They're more likely to respect your time, right? Showing up on time to your appointments or within the time that you said you would show up, or reaching out and asking for permission to change, when you're running over or being late. I always like to position myself as being busy, but I don't want that to get to my head to where I'm better than they are. And so they kind of have to show up when they can and fit around my schedule, because now I've got ego going on and respect just went out the window. They're busy too. And I understand that. And I'm respectful of that. So I want them to respect me, but we're going to have a mutual respect because I am going to exhibit core value number one at Equis Financial. And I'm going to be respectful to every person, every agent that comes on the team, right? Upline, downline, sideways, backwards, whoever the agent is, wherever they are, we're going to respect other people. We're going to respect their time because they are human beings just like you are. They are children of God. Time is valuable to them just as it is to you. They may not value their time as much as you do. That's their choice, but time is nonetheless equally as valuable to every person because we never get any of it back, right? So respect every moment and let that respect come out in your voice, in your care, in how you work with them, in how you say things. If you genuinely care about the person and you genuinely take an interest in them, and now this is kind of hard because we get busy, right? We got 10 appointments we're running today or whatever, and we're scrambling and you're just getting through and you're filling out things, you're right, you're going through the motions to actually press pause on all the noise of the world and jump into your conversation, not just surface. Oh, I'm going through the motions. Here we go. I'm asking the same questions again. Here we go. No, they're a person. They're a person with a family. They're a person with a history, a story, background. They've got challenges. They woke up with that crick in their back like you did. They put their pants one leg on at a time. They have problems. They're eating away at them. They've got, memories. They've got kids. Like they're real people. I know you know this, but they are real people. And sometimes we skip over that and we lose a little bit of the respect in the process. We need to understand that these are people who need something. And let's get to the core of that. And if they can feel your heart, and if you can bring them, and if you can show that genuine interest, they feel that respect, man, you're going to have yourself a client for life. So, anyways, thank you, Equis, for our core values, respect being one of the most important. I know there's 6 of them, and all 6 are the most important. But I love talking about respect starting out. because when you gain someone's respect, that is truly an honor. And as agents, we can give that to somebody. We can choose to operate our business, our conversations, our tonality, our hearts in such a manner that our prospects can feel our respect for them and how much we care about their family to find the right product. And once you have that, you've got yourself a client for life. Thanks for listening.